Welcome. Thanks for joining. Anodot collectors are used to collect data from various sources. Today we will learn about the Adobe Analytics Collector. This tutorial will go over the steps required to get data from Adobe Analytics into Anodot metrics, and get Anodot's machine learning algorithms to find anomalies on those metrics. Let's start by going to the Data Collectors section. On the Data Managers page, you can add a new source. As you can see, we have multiple source types where you're able to directly connect to Anodot. Let's choose Adobe Analytics. Let's start by adding a source name, and then adding your credentials to connect your account. Now that the data source has been created, you have the ability to create a new stream. The first step is to create a context, which means to choose the report you're interested in using. Then you need to set up the scheduler to determine when to query the data. Following, you'll be able to choose which measures, dimensions, and segments are to be included. Let's start by giving this stream a name. Once you've picked your report, we need to determine your schedule. Do you want an hourly or daily report? Which time zone would you like the data to be processed in? How much historical data do you want to collect? And what is the expected latency from generating the data in your Adobe environment until it's ready to be processed by the reporting mechanism? Now that we've set up our report schedule, we need to define which measures and dimensions we're interested in. Let's choose total visits as our measure. We'll pick country as a dimension, as well as operating system. Now that we've defined our measures and dimensions, we can go ahead and click the Query button. Clicking the Query button will activate a report in the Adobe Analytics API. You can see our stream processing and executing the query. Once the report is ready, click the menu option to edit the stream table. Here you can see the date and timing of the data, the values of your total visits, and the unique values of both your geography and operating system. This marker indicates that we need to set the aggregation method of this measure to either average or sum. Since we're measuring total visits, we'll set the aggregation to sum. By clicking the Streamit button, we can begin to stream these metrics into Anodot. Back to our Data Manager page, you can see that we're in the process of collecting the data and transforming them into Anodot metrics. Once the streaming is completed and the data stream becomes live, your metrics will be available to you for processing, and data will be collected on an ongoing basis from Adobe into Anodot. Thanks for watching. We hope you'll take advantage of our Adobe Analytics Collector.